Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing a perfume review of an interesting, not so much perfume in the traditional spray scent, but in the perfume oil category. I'm going to make sure my notes don't turn off on me. But this is Hareem Sultan, and this is an Arabic fragrance. I apologize. This is Khadlaj Perfumes. I believe this is Hareem Sultan by Khadlaj Perfumes for women. So this is really, as you can see, it's beautifully packaged. It really looks like I haven't used a lot of this, but trust me, I have worn this for about a year at this point, and this is really all that I've used because as an oil, it is a very concentrated fragrance. It is very strong. It is very long wearing in my opinion on me, and it's a beautiful fragrance. And I was influenced by TikTok Shop to actually buy this when it blew up a while ago. I did not keep receipts as to when this blew up originally, but this is what the packaging looks like. It is a stunning bottle. This, let me set that back right over here. This part here, I don't know why, but this piece, just this frontal piece, reminds me a little of a fishtail, but I think it's stunning. It has this gorgeous kind of red beading detail and a very kind of Middle Eastern vibe. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm sorry. But the top has this really cool little bead on it as well. And you will know it is the authentic version of Hareem Sultan if you see that it has Arabic writing on the bottom. So this is the actual Hareem Sultan. Not a dupe. She's in the room with us. She's here. She's present, and she's delicious. So the actual dispenser of this fragrance, since it is an oil, is a little bit different from... That's not how I was expecting that to go, obviously. But a little bit different than how you would see other traditional perfumes. So instead of an actual sprayer, it has this piece here, which, let me be the 2014 YouTube girly. It has this little kind of wand. This is a glass wand, and this smells incredible. It is so good. I don't know. I wear it all the time because I'm a really big fan of this, but this is definitely more of like summer. It reminds me of... I've never been to Singapore, but it reminds me of that scene in Crazy Rich Asians where they're in Singapore by that one really big building that's really famous for having the infinity on the top, for having the infinity pool on the top, and you're like in that little market getting a bunch of food, and it's just, you're in a really tropical, maybe it's humid outside, maybe you're in like Naples, Florida. It's tropical, but it's not like exotic. I would picture this being like a really hot summer night in French Polynesia, like you're in just a nice tropical paradise wearing this fragrance. That's how I kind of, that's what I think, that's what comes to mind when I smell this. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's very fruit forward. It's very like orange, and you get the hint of vanilla and pineapple just kind of right off the bat. But yeah, just this reminds me of wanting to be like just on a beach generally, having a good time, being with friends, being with people that all just are there for a good time. You know what I mean? A very relaxing, it's a good time. It's a vibe. It's a full vibe. I don't know if that's the best description of it, but that is kind of the encapsulating feeling I get from it. But the top notes of this fragrance comes off. We're gonna back it up for just a second here. It is very fruity. It is sweet. It has a hint of powderiness to it, which I really enjoy. It is a little musky, a little woody. I get more of the, during the initial kind of projection of the fragrance, you really get kind of hit heavy in the nose with the very front forward fruitiness of the fragrance. And then it kind of dries down into a more citrusy floral scent, which I absolutely get. It feels like a little bit of vanilla, has a little bit of a white floral in it, which makes sense as to why I like it, because if you've smelled, oh shoot, what is that fragrance by Creed? I'm gonna Google this really quick because it's gonna bother me if I don't look it up. Got it. Pure White by Creed. This fragrance, if you've ever smelled Pure White by Creed, I don't know what it is about Creed fragrances. They're stupid expensive, but they do something to me. Maybe it's just because I was young and impressionable and just smelled them and my brain was still developing and it was like instant attachment. Hello. But if you've ever smelled Pure White by Creed, this, when it dries down, when you're 6 or 7 hours into this fragrance, it gives just a hint of a pure white, Creed Pure White words. It gives just a hint of the Creed Pure White vibe, if you will, the essence of a Creed Pure White without breaking your bank, because I think I want to say I paid less than $50 for this. I'm pretty sure I paid less than $30 for this, which is incredible because it is such, it's great. It's a phenomenal fragrance. I love this. It, again, very, very summery fragrance, but the dry down is, you have to wait for the dry down. The dry down gets ya. The initial scent will suck you in. The dry down will get you to be a fan forever. That's how I would describe this. But really, really great fragrance. Let's get into the notes a little bit so I can give hopefully a slightly better description than whatever this chaos is. I don't know why my perfume reviews are just chaotic, but they are. But they're fun and I enjoy it. So here we are. So top notes are bergamot, jasmine, and peony. Middle notes, pineapple, peach, and plum, with the base notes being musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. So I would definitely agree with a lot of the supposed said notes that are in this. Definitely pineapple. I feel like even as a middle note, you definitely get a very strong projection of pineapple kind of just right off the bat. You do get that fruitiness from the peach, which makes sense. I love Tom Ford Bitter Peach. So I love peach fragrances. I think there's a peach in an old Kylie Cosmetics fragrance that I really enjoyed that I'll look up some other time because this video's getting to be a little longer than I would have liked it. But the bergamot, jasmine, and peony, I feel like you do get that in the top notes of this, but again, the fruitiness, the pineapple is very, very present, very forward in the opening projections of Harem Sultan, but gorgeous fragrance, and it makes sense as to why I like this so much because I love patchouli, I love sandalwood, I love musk in fragrance. I really also like ambergris and just like amber. I love ginger in fragrance. So any of those kind of really strong kind of signature scents I really enjoy. So it, like this for me, like it really makes sense as to why I love this so much. But a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And I'm reviewing this in winter. It is summer in Australia. So if you're watching me in Australia, go buy this. This is going to be your new summer fragrance. You're welcome. But even if you're watching this in winter in the Western Hemisphere, I promise you this is a good one that is worth checking out. It is relatively inexpensive. I think, again, you can get this for under $30. It is a beautiful perfume oil, and I have tried a lot of other perfume oils that I am planning on reviewing as well because perfume oils, for me, tend to last quite a bit longer because of just how they're made, what they are, an oil versus an actual like eau de parfum or eau de toilette. So anyways, beautiful fragrance, definitely one worth checking out, and I will see you all in the next one, hopefully soon. Bye guys.